You watched the videos. You felt the fire. And 3 days later, nothing. That's not a lack of willpower. That's exactly how motivation works. And until you stop chasing it, you will keep restarting the same habits for the rest of your life. In this video, I'm going to show you exactly why motivation was never the strategy and what actually produces results. This isn't theory. I run a community of people who have made this exact shift. And the ones who finally broke the cycle all have one thing in common. They stopped waiting to feel ready and started building systems instead. By the end of this video, you'll know what that system looks like and how to start today. If you're new here, this channel is about doing the work, not just talking about it. Discipline, personal growth, systems that actually stick. If that's what you're looking for, hit subscribe, because that's all I post. Now, I want you to stay for this whole video, because the shit I'm about to explain is something most people never hear. And it's the reason some people say stuck for years, while others quietly build a life they're proud of. Point 1. The restart cycle explained. Here's what nobody tells you about motivation. It is biologically designed to be temporary. Motivation is an emotional state. It's a feeling. And feelings, by their nature, come and go. When you watch a powerful video, your brain releases dopamine. You feel fired up. You feel capable. You feel like this time is different. But that feeling has a half-life of hours, sometimes minutes. So you start. You hit the gym Monday. You write in the journal Tuesday. You eat clean Wednesday. And then Thursday rolls around and the feeling is gone. And suddenly, every excuse sounds completely reasonable. Sound familiar? Here's the truth. That cycle isn't happening because you lack willpower. It's happening because you built your entire routine on a feeling. And feelings are the worst possible foundation for a long-term habit. Think about it this way. You wouldn't build a house on sand and then blame the house for sinking. But that's exactly what most people do when they say, I'll get back on track when I feel motivated. And the self-help industry, the podcasts, the speeches, the videos, has a vested interest in keeping you in that cycle. Because every time you fall off, you go right back to the content. You get the dopamine hit. You feel ready again. And the cycle repeats. The restart loop isn't a character flaw. It's a design flaw. And it's completely fixable. Real change doesn't start with a feeling. It starts the moment you stop waiting for one. Here's where it gets interesting. And this is the part most people never reach. Ask yourself honestly, when's the last time you felt motivated and stayed consistent for more than 2 weeks? Not just started, actually sustained. If that's hard to answer, it's not a coincidence. The people you look up to, the ones actually building something, they don't feel more motivated than you. They just stop waiting for the feeling. And that's the whole difference. Point 2, how to build a system. So, what do they do instead? They build self-discipline through systems. And I want to make that concrete because build a system is one of those phrases that sounds smart, but means nothing until you see it in practice. A system removes the daily decision. Here's why that matters. When you rely on motivation, your brain makes a fresh decision every single morning. Am I doing this today? That's where you lose. Because your brain will always negotiate when you don't feel like it. It will bargain. It will find reasons. And it will usually win. But when you build a system, the decision was already made. Sunday night, you write your schedule. Thursday morning, you don't decide whether you feel like working out. It's already on the schedule. The system decides, not your mood. That's what self-discipline actually looks like operationally. It's not gritting your teeth through something painful. It's designing your environment so the right action is the easiest action. Reduce the friction, plan the week, stack the habit. These are motivational concepts. They're engineering decisions. And the moment you start treating your routine like something you design, rather than something you feel your way through, personal growth stops being a whole, starts being a result. Point 3, the identity shift. But there's one more layer, and this is where discipline becomes permanent. It's not just about the system. It's about identity. Most people try to change their behavior first and hope their identity catches up. But that order is backwards. What actually works is deciding who you are first, and then act accordingly. Instead of, I'm trying to be more consistent, you start saying, I'm someone who shows up every day, regardless of how I feel. And then you act like that person, even in small ways, until the evidence accumulates. Miss a workout? You're still the person who showed up yesterday. Miss 2 days. You're already planning tomorrow's session. You stop identifying with motivation, which is temporary, and start identifying with consistency, which is a decision you renew every single day. This is how to be disciplined without needing to feel anything in particular. You just become the kind of person who does the work. Not because you're inspired, not because everything aligned, because that's who you are now. And nobody can take that from you. So here's what we covered. Motivation is an emotion, temporary, unreliable, and never designed to be your strategy. Discipline is built through systems that remove the daily decision, and it becomes permanent when you anchor it to identity, not feeling. If you want to go deeper on this, I run a free community on Skool. Unlimited support, real people working through the same stuff. It costs you nothing to join. The link is in the description below. Subscribe if you're done relying on feelings and ready to start building something real. The best next step is joining the community. Free to join, link in the description. There's another video on your screen right now. I'll see you there.